season contests on EA Sports. Only one spot remaining in Conference Championship weekend.
Let's get it.
Let's see who claims it. We're underway in the divisional round finale. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. The first carry here for the rookie from the U. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
3.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll push forward for a small gain to the 31. Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead right away. Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good.
What a fucking start.
And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0
Oh
lead.
my god.
Mevis ready to send this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line.
Damon.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Allen setting up play action. Diving right side, got it. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Allen now on 1st down. Oh, his back's got it deep down the left sideline. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, Drew, I love that.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. complete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Third and goal for Allen.
Dude, he actually threw that ball. Holy shit.
Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions finish off their opening drive. That one right down the middle. And the Lions respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to the well again.
Just take the 1st
And
down.
he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Bounce with me.
They give it to him again. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across.
Get the
And his
1st.
short
That's all that
gain
matters.
gets them a new set of downs.
It's 1st downs like that, Kate, just with the toughness of these receivers, that I can't help but think about some old school dudes. These playbooks have evolved so much in the NFL. Can you imagine some of the physical receivers back in the day and how badly they would have loved to play in the systems like this that just find a way time and again to put the ball in their hands?
Here's a give up the middle. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the 46. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's the 1st carry for Christian McCaffrey. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
The give here on 2nd.
Damn.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. He has the 1st over the middle. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders break the tie here in the 1st. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset.
Break it
even
down.
in the game, field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Mevis ready to send this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Pressure coming. It's Allen. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Commanders are finally stopped on the return, but they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
And blitz.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Completed over the middle. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
That'll do it for 1/4 of this end. Commanders ball as we get back for the 2nd, and they're thinking points. Going ground on 1st and goal.
Good play.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Lions' 8-yard line.
I get bad coverage. I'm just fucking putting that shit in the back left of the end zone.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal.
If I get bad coverage, I'm just fucking hitting Sanat.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, he trucked that defender. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Just a 1-yard pickup there. Now a call to make on 4th and goal from the 1.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right? Decision time, one of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing 4th down play.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Daniels back to throw. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
That should be game. I just score every possession.
Point after by
Okay.
Mevis is good. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. Mevis ready to send this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Right up the gut. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that means 3rd down coming up.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Allen on 3rd down. Buys time, rolling right. He's looking deep once again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And the punter earning some high fives on that one. They're going to down this kick at the 3.
Stay here.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Yeah.
No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
You know, Kate, sometimes football and poker have a lot in common. You don't want to tell at the poker table, and you don't want one at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes just it's alignment. It's the way these linemen breathe. It's the blood in their knuckles the defenders read and react to. I think that time a tell was in play because the defense was all over that counter before it could get started.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. Dumped off to his running back. This is ahead for about 5. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Commanders looking for a score before halftime. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
So that guy's blitzing.
Here's Daniels. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That was not what I wanted, but...
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. The Commanders ready for the punt. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time.
Okay, Forbes.
Wow, beautiful punt there. They have them backed up all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From his own end zone, Allen. Catch is made down the right sideline. They get 38 out of the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He's going deep. He's got it inside the 10. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw.
And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
I don't trust my deep ball defense because I haven't fucking played in a week.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play fake here, Daniels. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
What is... he blitzing him?
To throw, Daniels. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So it's 2nd down coming up. Daniels. Get some space around midfield. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 from the 41. Again, Daniels to the air. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow their lead just before halftime. Nevis with a point after. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. Nevis ready to send
Why
this
is he
one
trying to
away.
fake man coverage there?
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Commanders are able to get the return down to the 40-yard line before they're stopped.
Well, that's now two, Kate, that they've
All
got
right,
him
let's
for
just do the
picks in
dagger
this
play
game,
real
and
quick.
He's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got two in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Gotta figure out this third down here. Now Daniels to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
There's no way that. Yeah, I was
So
gonna say.
here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Mevis able to knock it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Back to throw it. And a man is there to knock that away. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
14.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter.
Harrison Davis to kick off.
Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
2nd and 3 now. From the 37. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Allen on the play action. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up. First time this game they've looked to him. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Oh, and they fake it. Oh, and the call backfires. This one is intercepted. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Commanders are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season.
Not every fake is destined for the highlight reel, and that one's going to probably make the low light reel. They were all over that one from the start. Picked up the targets and coverage just about anywhere they threw it. An interception was possible.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. Buying some time left. Throwing on the... That's complete inside the 35. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. They'll run here on 1st down. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They've got a man in motion. Another carry for him. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and short, Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Mevis ready to send this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
Man coverage. If he wants to run the ball, he can run the ball. Just get out of here.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 43. Forced out to his right. He can run it. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play.
That's what I get.
And that gives the Lions the 1st. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Completed over the middle. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain, but boy, Brock, what a shot. Second and 4. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. Allen now on 1st down. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock, even if it would have been a touchdown. That was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
We've got a screen to the running back. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Working quickly here. They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And the Commanders pick this one up.
Man, did those sidelines get loud. I think we all had to figure out what the heck was going on and who recovered the ball. But the minute they see the defense gets it, Kate, look at them. They save 6 points, and they get the ball back for their offense.
That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. He gets this one to McLaurin. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
My sensation.
We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. It's the Commanders with it. 1. First and 10 now from the 30.
Dude, he's just fucking setting up to...
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They stick with McCaffrey. And this one does not go far. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Cover 3. They should have this post. Wait, I want to swing that.
Motioning the tight end now. Out of the gun, Daniels.
Oh, I had him.
That's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. They'll bring out the punter here. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Absolutely crushed his 1st punt, and here's another huge one. Pulled in at the 20. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Lions will go on offense. Hand off to the back. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back-to-back carries here. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense came at the perfect time.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Play action now with Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
We've learned how valuable sacks in a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their 1st sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball. And they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
Desperation time here on 4th.
Dude, he
And it's going to be
dropped
incomplete.
it.
Couldn't
That's
connect to extend the
tough.
drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Back to the well again. Down to the 10. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders keep running away with this. Mevis now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again. Mevis ready to send this one away.
Whew.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Offense to the line for second down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Diving right side, got it! They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack
he
him
have
only to
numbers?
drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On first down, Allen. This time they're gonna get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
So he scooped a fumble, and now he gets home and drops the quarterback for a sack. You know what that tells me about this linebacker? Well, he's not afraid to put his face in the fan and fight through some guys to make some game-changing plays.
After the sack, another pass on second down. He's on the move. Brought in right side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
I don't know.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Allen. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They'll go. Allen. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The give to the fullback. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Going right back to the fullback. Next play. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Okay, go ahead and pinch me. I think we just saw it. Not only a fullback getting a touch, but getting a double-digit gain. I think the big guy has earned himself another carry or 2 with that run.
Playing favorites with the fullback here. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Just short on 3rd down, no gain on the run, and now what will they do on 4th?
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play.